Hey there, let's talk about how the powers that be impact supersizing your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, Supersize Your Business, and our idiom for today is the powers that be. Now, this is one of those idioms that comes from the Bible. It's in Romans 13. It first appeared in English in the William Tinsdale translation of the New Testament in 1526. And so that means it's been an expression that's been with us and around us for hundreds and hundreds of years, right? What happens with things that have been around us and people that we interact with for hundreds of years? It's impacted us, right? It's had an effect on probably billions of people, millions for sure, but hundreds of millions for sure, but billions. So what does it mean? It, of course, means that there are people who decide what is allowed and is not allowed, or what is acceptable or is not acceptable in a group or in an organization or in a business or in a company or in an industry or in a country or in the world, right? So who are the powers that be in your life, in your business? When I think back to certain different businesses have different powers that be. For example, in the food industry, I ran an Italian food manufacturing business for 35 years or so. And in that, government regulatory agencies had the power to negatively impact our business, right? The USDA, the FDA, OSHA, departments of agriculture, depending on what state and where you operated, had the impact and the ability to fine you, to shut you down, to tell you how you had to do things in your business, or in our business. And we want to think about this. If you are an employee, if you're a boss, you in your organization are the powers that be to other people. You have the ability to control whether they work for you or not, whether they're a part of your organization or not. So the boss and the hierarchy in traditional corporations have the ability, they're the powers that be. I experienced a lot of powers that be instances in my corporate career, as well as powers that be, although I didn't like to exercise my power as a position, the owner of a business. Sometimes you have to make the choices and the decisions for that business as you're growing and moving from stage to stage in the supersizing and growth of your business. Some people continue to move on with you in your organizations. Other people find, number one, better opportunities. I always love that when people that were a part of my organization found something that was a better opportunity in the next stage of growth for them, right? I'd always like to be that stepping stone for people. Politicians, we put them, by electing them, into positions of power over us. Most of us, the police and judges and utility company owners, heck, the customer service person at the electric company often has the power to turn your power on and off. The telephone companies, right? Judges, doctors, a lot of times we give doctors the power over us with respect to, we go to see them, they give us a diagnosis, and all of a sudden we are in a totally different situation than we thought we were with respect to our health. And guess what? Our health impacts everything, including our ability to grow and supersize our business. Scientists, look at what scientists and what happened during COVID with different organizations like the WHO, Dr. Fauci, don't even get me started on that, and the power that he was given. The media, a lot of people give the media power over them, and publicity and social media. It's really interesting. So it's a great thing to think about, especially at the beginning of a new week. Who am I giving personal power to? Who am I allowing to impact positively or negatively the business that I'm growing, the thing that I'm creating here on the planet? Sometimes we let our family and our friends and our associates or other people in our industry or our employees, some of us let our employees impact us, right? We give them power. Sometimes we let our spouse have power over us, and sometimes it's okay because it works out fine, but other times it negatively impacts what we're trying to do as we build and grow our business. So I love this expression. I guarantee I have said the powers that be, not to use it as an excuse, but maybe as an explanation. I know in corporate America, when I was a middle manager, a lot of times what the upper echelon decided, what the executive team decided, it was up to us as middle managers to implement those changes and decisions into our respective organizations and departments. And it wasn't always a popular change, but it was our job to make sure that that change was implemented. And sometimes it was just because the powers that be decided it was the right decision. And we needed to find ways to support and back up that decision in order to implement it within the rest of the organization. So curious, love to hear some stories about the powers that be in the comments below. I think it's really powerful when we share lessons that we've learned with one another. So we're not just getting my experience, because my experience is this big in the overall spectrum of things. All right. If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another spirit-related, spiritual well-being related idiom for the month of April. Have an awesome day.